Hey everyone, how you doing? Today we are about to dive into something that is truly exciting, which is the eMeet Airflow open ear headphones. If you're on the hunt for comfort, stellar sound, and some cutting-edge features, you're probably in the right place. So stick around to the end as we explore how I use these headphones now from day to day. And of course, if you're in a haste, feel free to jump between any of the sections and the timestamps below. So let's get some disclaimers out of the way first, because of course eMeet was kind enough to send this device out to me, but they have no opinion whatsoever into what I say about it, because I want to be honest and upfront with any of my viewers that yes, they did send this out to me to review and keep after the review, but they are seeing this video and I have no copy ownership of this video in whatsoever way. So if you enjoy this kind of videos, remember to hit that like button, subscribe and hit that notification bell, and share this video with your friends, and let me know in the comment section if you actually like what you're hearing. Now, one of the things I do if I'm reviewing an audio device is that I try as much as possible to not modify any of the audio and record directly from the device, and that is what I've also done with this video right here. So all the audio from this video, except otherwise stated in the lower thirds here, is recorded directly on my Windows computer using the eMeet Airflow USB receiver on the computer. No modification whatsoever has been done, no EQ, no filters, no compression, except otherwise stated. What really sets this eMeet open ear headphones apart? I think the first one is the open ear design, where I can have a feel of my surroundings while still enjoying my audio. The base visual, I can tell for a fact that is spectacular, especially for someone like me who works in the office. I'm multitasking in a busy environment. I need to be able to communicate with my colleagues and also still be probably in meetings or listen to music while I do my work, which is something that I've really been looking out for. And I think another thing is the 16.2mm audio drivers, which gives you audio clarity paired with rich immersive bass, which I've mentioned because I love music. I listen to music all of the time. So that really gives me a feel of good music while also not compromising on the health of my ears. It also has this thing called anti-sound leakage, which lets you enjoy your audio without disturbing others, even in quiet settings. So I've had this on listening to music, been in meetings while I was beside my wife who was sleeping, and she did not have any complaints. So even in a quiet setting, the sound you're hearing does not leak out, even though it's an open ear design. And also you have the eMeet Tune app, which you can use to personalize your audio experience by customizing your EQ settings, your volume, your bass effects through the app itself. And also it has touch controls, which you can use to increase the volume, reduce the volume, music playback, pick calls, drop calls, and all sorts. And the fact that it also has what we call multi-point connection, I can swap out which device I'm connected to while still being connected to the USB receiver on the computer. And it has this thing called UV sterilization, where if you press the button down here for about 5 seconds, it's gonna bring out some purple lights which start the sterilization feature to just keep it clean. And the battery life boasts to go about a full works week of lifetime. So this about 8 hours, put it in the plug, get times five of that battery life. So that is perfect for long work days. Even if you're traveling, you can get a full week of battery life, because of course who has headphones on 24/7, so you probably have enough for 8 hours, 7 hours, 5 hours a day, and you can get 40 hours out of this one. And also it has IPX5 waterproof, which means it is resistant to splashes, making them ideal for workouts or, well, of course, light training. I'm gonna test that out later in the video. The packaging of the eMeet Airflow contains everything you need to get started. User manual and the instruction card. You have the USB-C cable, and then you have the carrying case if you need to get this up and about for yourself. Now, I'm gonna highlight what I really like about these headphones, and I think what set them apart for me. Open ear design, 1000%. It's something that I love, that I use now from day to day. I never knew I was missing it until I actually started using these headsets right here. And the audio experience for me is also great. The 16.2mm audio drivers gives me a good audio experience, less switching between devices without having to repair them every single time. I think that is something I really do love about this eMeet headphones themselves. And the fact that it's just lightweight, I can move my head around, it's pretty nice. Now let's talk about the numbers, because you're probably asking me, so Dara, you say you love this headphone, but how much does it really cost? Let me get to that right about now. These headphones typically cost about £155.99 on a normal day, which is about $200. At the time of recording this video, it's about £127.99, which is roughly about $150, $157. And if you use my code, you probably are gonna get an extra 10% off that purchase. So my code is Darolada. But if you need to get that extra bonus, I'll put the link in the video description and also the pinned comment. Now, setting this up was a breeze for me, really. Just pair the device to Bluetooth. If you're using your mobile devices on a computer, pretty much plug in the device and pick it from your device list, and you're pretty much set to go. I love it for that. The waterproofness for the light rain is also something handy. You just get off from the bus, walk into your office or the coffee shop to work. That is something you're really gonna love for yourself. And if you're on a computer, use it for your input output options, audio out, audio into your computer, and I think you're pretty much good to go and ready for success. I love it. I really, really like it. Open ear design. I can literally hear what is going on around me and still do what I need to do. As someone who works from home, who has a family that I need to check on and know what is going on, I think this really comes in handy. When I'm plugged in, I'm still available. I think that is what makes this shine out for me for this headset right here. And if you look at Microsoft Teams release, if I go ahead and share my screen, you can see that in Microsoft Teams, let me get that on again. So this is Microsoft Teams right here. And if you look, I am connected to the eMeet A3, and that is what I'm using to record this call. I have the default Microsoft Teams noise suppression on, but if I was to turn the Microsoft Teams noise suppression off, this is what that sounds like. If that is something you really want to do, but I recommend if you're Microsoft Teams, always turn your noise suppression on. If you're in Zoom, also it has some feature. If you're in Google Meet or whatever conferencing software you use for your audio calls. This is what it's gonna sound like if I was outdoor. Maybe I needed to pop out and there are cars moving around my property and I needed to do a quick call and record. That is what that video is really gonna sound like. Cars moving in the background. I'm not sure if you can hear anything out of this one. And that is what that test is really gonna sound. This is what an outdoor test of the eMeet airflow is gonna sound like. I am currently in a car park and it's raining and you can see my daughter's head popping out here. I'm just at school run. That's my dog. And that's what that video is gonna sound and look like if I'm in a busy outdoor car park. So this is what it's going to sound like to look at the eMeet airflow or moving train. I hope the audio quality comes out right the way you want it. I am connected to the boom arm right here and I am disconnected right about now. I hope you have a feel of what that audio sounds like and you can check it out for yourself if you want to get that. This is what it feels like to record on the eMeet airflow when I am in the office. This is what that sounds like with the boom arm connected and with the boom disconnected. That is how the audio sounds like. You might also want to ask me, so who is this headphone ideal for? If you're someone that is frequently on calls and you love music, but you also need to stay aware of your surroundings and still don't want to break the bank, I think this open ear design is perfect for you. They're great for anyone that needs comfort, that needs to wear them for long hours. I wore this all through last week while I was on the office, listening to music and also working at the same time. Went out for lunch, came back. I didn't actually feel that anything was on my head, really. But of course, I didn't have this with my mom because I'm gonna look funny. But hey, I can always detach it, and I pretty much look sleek. What do you think? I did not realize at the time when I was recording the original list of videos for this was that you could actually use the mobile app, which is the eMeet Tune app, to actually get a lot of things done with your eMeet airflow headset. So you can customize the EQ modes for other bass boost, treble boost, or you can customize your own EQ settings, which I don't even want to bother with. So I'm gonna leave it as bass boost because when I hear the bass, I'm really in tune. So I'm gonna just open up YouTube Music here. Now you're gonna see all the choices I make in life on music. So let's get not sure which of the music I should actually play here. Let's try let's just try this one.
Praise the Lord.
And I will go back now and modify the audio setting. Sounding good. Crispy. I like it. Okay, I think this boost is my own setting. I can pause and play the audio from inside here and control the volume. I can also modify the music settings so that I can control the music from here, which is nice. Double tap to next. Double tap this one to previous. That is perfect. And for call mode, I can also do the same for what I really want to do. I think that's beautiful. You can also do hearing here and set a reminder for hearing when you're listening to the audio. I have a reminder, long serialization reminder, because this case
Your mercy never fails.
actually has UV serialization features, which is something that is really good for this headset.
I've been held in your
I love it, and that is something I really want to show
from
also
the moment that
for
I
you.
wake
I hope you really like it.
until
So, but of course, if complete noise isolation is priority for you, you might want to look at other options that eMeet or other vendors have to offer on the market, because you will still be able to hear your surroundings if you have to. So if you need to zone out, this headset is not for you. But if you need uh how do I call this, transparency of environment, get rich experience, and also be aware of your environment, this is the right headset for you. And of course, I'll put the links to get one in the video description if you need to check them out for yourself. It comes at no extra cost to you whatsoever. And if you use my code, you're gonna get an extra 10% off your purchase if you buy directly from eMeet. So that's pretty much a wrap for today's video on the eMeet Airflow open ear headphones. I hope you liked it. If you did, give it a smash and drop a comment and any questions below if you need me to go in depth into some of those other things I need to go through with this headset. But I think for a quick review, this pretty much wraps it up. Now, if you enjoy this kind of videos, you probably are gonna love this or this video. So do well to check them out and let me know what you think about them. I'll see you again in another video. See you next time.